How's it going, boys? Johnny Superbman here, bringing you another shootout commentary. That's right, and it's time to use the rivals of the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Montreal Canadiens. That's right, oh my goodness gracious. We're continuing to do every NHL team. Last time we did the LA Kings. Up next was the Minnesota Wild, but I just recently did them, and you know what? I want to use them with Parise and Suter on the team. So we're going to skip the Minnesota Wild and head off to the Montreal Canadiens, alright? So here we go here. And before we get started here, I want everyone to help me wish the great Domski a very happy birthday. Today is August 13th, his birthday, alright? So go nuts in the comments there. He'll appreciate it. I know it. Alright? And who do they got here? Eric Cole, Desharnais, Pacioretty, Bork, Eller. We got to get Subban in there. We got to get Sub-Zero's brother in there. Hang on a sec. Subban. I can't call him Sub-Zero, though. That's Malcolm's nickname. Eller, we got to leave in there. Renee Bork. I know you guys need... Oh, Coberley, hell yeah. You know what? Cole, Subban, Pacioretty, Eller, Pacioretty. Oh, I kind of want Pacioretty in there. You know what? Screw Eric Cole. Screw Eric Cole. That's right, boys. I'm taking him out. You know what? I don't like Eric Cole anyways. I can remember him back from the days when the Carolina Hurricanes out of the Toronto Maple Leafs in the Eastern Conference Final. I remember that series, man. Arturs Irbe. Oh, my God. What was it? The BBC line. Bates Patagula, Brenda Moore, and Eric Cole. That was supposed to be the Detroit Red Wings and the Toronto Maple Leafs in the final. That would have been epic. Yeah, you know, like, what was it called? The first six? What the hell? What's the word of the first? It's not the first six. Original six. I can't believe I forgot that for a second. Original six matchup, red versus blue. That would have been an amazing final. But no, Carolina versus Detroit. Detroit owns them in 5 games. Yeah. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked here. Montreal Canadiens. And you know what? I want to do a bit of an experiment in this shootout commentary, all right? For shooting. For goaltender, with Carey Price, you know what I got to do. Flying Pokeroo, baby, there it is. Carey Price, going to be in Montreal till he's 30 years old. That's great for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Oh, yeah. Have to see this guy like 6 or 8 times a year, or whatever it is. My goodness. All right, so what I want to do with offense, I want to just try to snipe it past the goalie. You guys see in a shootout, a lot of the time, the shooters will just come up, boom, and they'll just snipe it from around the hash marks, right? And a lot of the times, the goalies don't even move, because when you wrist shot it from below the hash marks, I mean, and if you're a good shooter like a Kessel or a Kopitar or a Malkin, Gabrick, someone with a quick release with a hard shot, all right, the goalie's not going to be able to react to that. All right, it's way too close. You don't have the reaction time to be able to do that. But here's my problem in NHL 12. All right, you really cannot shoot it past a human goalie. All right, you really can't. Now, NHL 13, I tried it, and I tried goaltender out, and there was a few shots that just beat me straight up. So I don't know if it's going to work for this. But look, all right, Subban, right-handed player. Watch, top right, wide open. No. Now, see, that time, Subban, I think, missed a little bit. Fine, fair enough. All right, but look where the goalie's positioned. On his goal line, all right? If anyone's ever played hockey, when you got a goalie who's deep in his net, the net looks huge. The top corners look huge, all right? It's when a goalie's out here like this at you, it's when you can't see anything. All right, so that's what I wish changed in NHL 12. Because this is for this shootout, I don't care if I win or lose. I'm just going to keep trying to snipe it top shelf, all right? I know it's not going to go in 5-hole unless they get really close. I know it's not going to go in low glove or low blocker unless they get really close. I want to shoot it where the NHL players shoot it from. Right here, top of the hash marks, top glove. You see? He's right back. It's Jose Theodore. Look. Moving back. Look at that. It's wide open, and he just snags it like nothing. Now, a goalie can't make a glove save on a shootout. It can happen. But what usually it happens is the shooter will shoot it into the goalie's glove, all right? The goalie will just guess. But in this game, it's like the goalie knows, and he just snags it. There's no rebound, all right? He's just, boom, glove save, boom, glove save. And it's just, I wish they just toned it down a little bit, because I feel like if there was glove save rebounds a lot more, if the goalie actually did snag the puck, it would feel like a better save. Watch this, Coberley, all right? Same thing, top glove. That doesn't count. That's more of a deke. Hey, you know, that's actually the Coberley move right there. Man, I want him. I'm gonna let him score. See, that's not a snipe. That's a deke. He's not in the net anymore, right? I wanted to see if he was still standing up. He did the flying poke check. All right, I'm gonna let him score, because I don't want to win like that. I want to keep shooting until I lose, or if I get a goal with the wrist shot. I want to show you how possible it is to actually score in a wrist shot. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. Put it right in the net. There you go. Because you guys know, if anyone's watched a real game of hockey, all right, what would you guys rather do on a breakaway, shoot or deke? I would rather deke. I would rather shoot. All right, when you deke, if you mess up, you look like an idiot. When you shoot, at least you're gonna hit the nets. Even if the goalie saves it, at least The deking is just, you look like an idiot if you miss. At least if you shoot it, you can create a rebound, all that good stuff, all right? And it goes in the NHL, but not in NHL 12. Lars Eller, boom, glove save again. I just cannot hit that top shelf. I'm aiming right there, boom. And I'm aiming, and I'm pulling it back. It's not a quick release. I'm aiming. It can't get up. You see how many glove saves Jose Theodore's made? Just snagging it. No rebound either. Just snags it. Again, here we go. What do you got for me, huh? What do you got for me? Get out of here, son. Oh, spread eagle by Carey Price. I didn't even mean to do that. The goalie did it for me. Way to go. All right, that's what I like to see. What do we got? We got the second shot in hand, right? I think we do. I can't remember. Whatever. No, I'm not going to do the superb man shot, boys. I know you guys want to see it, but I just want to keep showing you that you cannot snipe it in this game. Watch. Nice and close. Top shelf. Oh, okay, I sniped it that time, but that didn't count. I don't consider that a snipe. You know what? Hang on. Let me go back. I want to show you guys. This is why this doesn't count. I think he did a manual save, and he was way out of position. All right? So, look. This is the only way a wrist shot will work, when the net is that much open, when the goalie is all the way over there. All right? And butterfly. That's the only way it'll go in. But look, I'll rewind a little bit. I know this wasn't really a shootout commentary. This is more of a tutorial on wrist shots. But what? Lars Eller, are you kidding me? Look at that. As a shooter, look at that corner. That is wide open, that corner. All right? My eyes would be lighting up for that. All right? And then when he shoots it, look, it's even more for where the puck is. Look, the corner is wide open. The goalie's going down. Look, snag. And it's just snag. Go back and let me show you another one. Hang on. It was like one of the first ones. I got to see it. That Lars Eller one didn't look that good, actually. Let's see this one, Caberlet. Nope, Caberlet, that one went in. Hang on a sec, boys. This is one of the things I hope they change in NHL 13. I want to be able to shoot it in. Pat, you ready? Yeah, look at that. Wide open. Look at that inside of the net from where the puck is. All right, look where the goalie is. He's in his crease. That is shooting territory right here. All right, you couldn't ask for a better opportunity to shoot. He shoots it. Watch the goalie's glove. Boom! Just snags it like nothing. I'm not going to complain like if it was in the net. I don't care about that. But just as a shooter, look at the side of the net. My eyes would be like wide open. Just shoots it. Easy glove save, reacts to it. That's something that I hope they change in NHL 13. All right, if the net's open and you got a good shooter and you're close enough, the goalie, he should be able to anticipate and guess, but he shouldn't be able to react and snag it every single time. I want to see some glove save rebounds. All right, I want to see some trickle goals. I want to see some variety instead of just glove save by a mediocre goaltender in Jose Theodore. All right, take that, Florida. All right, so once again, happy birthday to the great Domski, and for Johnny Superbman and the birthday boy, take it easy, boys, and we'll see you next time.